So, who can tell me what that is? If you live in Missouri, you know what all that brown grass is called. I think they got it in other states too, but I don't know. I live in Missouri and I hadn't seen it till we moved here, so I'm sure it's in a lot of these states around here. But this is broom sedge, and it's kind of worthless, and most cattle ranchers and farmers don't want it in their fields. And there's probably a lot of you screaming, yeah, we know why we don't want it. Well, cows don't eat it. It's not really good for a whole lot, or so I thought. But there's a native grass place here called Hamilton's, and I saw a sign that they had, and they said that they would want to harvest broom sedge. So I called them up and I asked him. He said, yeah, we'll come look at yours and see if it's worth harvesting. And so they came and looked at it, and he said, boy, you got a good stand of it. I said, well, that's not necessarily something I want to hear. And he said, well, he laughed and he said, I know. Anyway, so I asked him, I said, who's buying this seed? Well, it's for reclaiming land, like the mines and stuff like that. He said that's their biggest customer. So, you know, this broom sedge will grow just about anywhere. You can probably see that tractor behind me. I'll try to get some shots of that. It's really cool. It's this harvesting head that goes on the front of that tractor and drives along. Anyways, so they're out here harvesting broom sedge seed for reclaiming land. Now, the old timers always said, oh, that, you know, if you got that in your field, it means you need lime. Well, it's kind of true, kind of not true. Lime, you know, controls the pH of the soil, and it can make the nutrients that are already in the soil a lot more available. And so that's why they thought, okay, they threw some lime out there and, you know, it went away, sort of. But if your pH is already good and you've still got broom sedge, well, gotta look at your other nutrients. I believe it's phosphorus. It might be potassium, but I want to say it's phosphorus. I'd have to look it up again to see which one of those really helps control broom sedge. But yeah, so this is some stuff that they've already went over, and as you can tell, you know, I was kind of thinking, I've never seen this done before. I was kind of thinking, actually this has not been done, excuse me. We're not to the rows yet. Here, there's the rows. I was kind of used to, like, you know, a fescue combine where it comes and it cuts off the top of the stem, and you're left with just, or the stalk, and then you're left with just the stem. But no, this is just going along, and boy, it's taking all the seeds out of there. Isn't that something? They're gonna have a heyday in this field. But yeah, it's a super cool thing for me. I was just gonna throw cows in here, and they were able to work me up in the book so that they could get here a little quicker, so that they could harvest this before I put cows in here. That way the cows didn't come out here and knock a bunch of it off. But yeah, you always got to be on the lookout, in my opinion, for, you know, not being wasteful and ways you can use things to your advantage. Normally every year we just, you know, a lot of guys, especially myself included, we just brush hog this stuff, because once it gets about 6-8 inches tall, the cows won't eat it. Like I said, it's good for soil erosion because it'll grow anywhere. And boy, it's windy today. We finally got some storms moving in. We're gonna get some rain, but that's what we're talking about today. Broom sedge.